Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob's Rig. So what are the beginner, essential mods for the Jeep Wrangler? And these are the easy ones, right? The ones that you don't have to have a lot of skill to do. You know, maybe this is your first Jeep Wrangler and you've gotten bitten by that mod bug. So these are good ones to start out with, I think, at least according to a little bit of research on the web. And I'm going to be curious to see if I actually have all of these or any of them myself. So let's go ahead and jump right in, see what the web has to say, right? It says here the best beginner mods for a Jeep Wrangler focus on practicality, protection, and ease of installation without requiring major mechanical changes. And I think that's key, especially if you're new, right? You don't want to jump into doing, say, a major lift or something, or some big electrical mod if you've never done anything like that before, or if you just simply don't have the tools to do it. You know, the expense to be able to equip yourself to do those kind of things can get quite hefty if you don't already have the stuff, right? Plus, I think doing the easier mods first kind of allows you to build your tool chest a bit for things that you might want or need later on. So it says here, essential beginner modifications. These are the ones that you've just got to have, right? Number one, grab handles. Nylon or steel handles bolt into existing holes to make entry easier. Now, I don't know that you need to do any really that bolt into anything. Let's take a look at what I've got here. And these don't bolt in. They're simply little strap-on kind of things that fit over the studs on the head restraints, head rests, I guess the headrests on the Jeep Wrangler. Very easy. You just slide this out, slide it in, and you're done. You can't get much easier. Now, there are also those out there that you can fit over the roll bar, the roll cage itself, held on by Velcro. You just kind of grab them when you get in. And after all, we do have the built-in grab handles too. Those are very simple, again, an easy mod, and they're not very expensive either. Number two, all-weather floor liners. It says here, deep rubber mats protect carpet from mud, water, and trail debris. Well, let's take a look again, see if I've actually done that. And of course I have. You can see them down there. Nothing really simpler than floor mats. They just slide in, right? And there are a myriad of different versions you can get. Even the old just drop-in kind like that. But we have the ones in the back that go all the way across that give you great protection, right? Now, this next one, which I know I don't have, and I can't believe I haven't done it yet. It says here, entry guards. Plastic or scratch-resistant plates protect the door sills from boot scuffs. I haven't done that yet, and I don't know why. And I'm talking about the little plates that fit right on the sills here to protect this area when you get in and out. Particularly on these edges where you can really scrape if you're not being careful, right? Ooh, mine's kind of dirty. Definitely need to do that, both front and rear. Again, can't believe I haven't done it yet, but this video is good for me because I guess it'll give me a little bit of a kick to go ahead and pick those up. Next up, hood latches. Upgrading to heavy-duty rubber or locking aluminum latches eliminates high-speed hood flutter. I haven't really noticed any hood flutter on the Jeep myself. But if you do, I guess something maybe that'll allow it to not move. We're talking about these latches here. Of course, mine are still stock. I have not done this. And honestly, the only real benefit I see in doing that is to be able to put some kind of a lock on here so people can't just come up and open your hood and have access to your engine. Maybe your battery. You know, batteries are pretty expensive to replace these days, so it's not a bad idea for a little bit of protection, I guess. The last one under performance and utility upgrades are floor drain plugs. Swapping factory plugs for easy pull rubber versions simplifies interior hose outs. I would never hose out my Jeep anyway, especially with all the modern electronics. What they're talking about is right here. You can grab that and pull it out if you had the plug in. Now, you can see mine does not have the plug, and that's because they didn't come with it. I don't know why. There is a plastic plug that fits in here. You remove the carpeted thing down here on the bottom. It just pulls out, and then you have straight through access to be able to drain any kind of liquid, or I don't know, maybe you had a spill and you do want to kind of pour something in there to clean it out a little bit. Not bad to have. Next up, armor and trail protection. Now, this is going to apply, of course, if you use the Jeep as it's intended, as many would say, and that is off-road. But some of these are also good for protecting things under the Jeep that you might run over on a freeway or even on just a side street. You know, there's always, it seems, things laying around, right? Differential covers. Heavy-duty cast iron or steel covers protect low-hanging gears from rock impacts. I don't have that on mine. I don't honestly know if it came with any kind of a shield. I kind of doubt it, but not bad if you are, again, going to use it off-road. Tail light guards. Metal cages bolt over plastic housings to prevent breakage from trail obstacles. Again, if you're out there on the trails and you're running up against branches and things that can damage your tail lights, wouldn't be a bad idea to have some sort of a metal cage. Even in the front, over the headlight area, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have them up here as well, just to protect this in case you're running up against things. I don't know if I'll add them to this Jeep or not. I have had those in the past, but the wife, not a big fan of them, so probably not, but it is a good idea. LED headlight upgrade. Replaces dim factory halogen bulbs with plug-and-play LED housings for nighttime visibility. Now, on my Jeep, I don't have to do that because it came with LED lights as part of the package. Although, if yours did not, there are simple plug-and-play options out there that's pretty easy to do. Receiver hitch. Adds a rear towing point and allows installation of cargo carriers or bike racks. Now, let's check mine. I honestly don't know if mine has a hitch on the back. It does. I should know this. I put a cover over it, right? You can see it right there. It does, of course, have the hitch receiver back there, so I can tow something with it if I want, I guess, or put one of those kind of plug-in bike racks where you can haul your bikes and things on the back if you want to. Anyway, those are just a few, I guess, beginner or essential mods if you're maybe a first-time Jeep Wrangler owner or you're just getting back into it. Leave a comment. Let me know if you've got any of these things. I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.